Oh, I see. That's no good. If we do that, then eventually we're gonna die, which is no good whatsoever. Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed and welcome to Little Maddie Dear. Inspired by Frambo and the game mechanics of Darkwood, that's really interesting. This is a maze runner game about the journey of little Madison who wishes to find paradise. At the top of the stairs, you'll be able to find a link down in the description below of this game. Little Maddie Dear once had a dream that she climbed the stairs on and on and on with her best friend Mr. Dora. And at the very top of the stairs was a very special room where all her wishes can come true. Okay, oh, this is really nice. In paradise, Maddie can play all day long with her friends, eat sweets whenever she wants, sleep whenever she wants. Maddie wished she could stay here forever, but alas, it was only a dream. You'll be able to find this game down in the description below. Mr. Dora. Maddie, wake up! It's coming, it's coming! The boogeyman is coming. Ah! Just kidding, the boogeyman doesn't exist, silly. Yeah, why don't you tell that to Sophie Grundler? Come on, pick me up! Or, Keith Baring, I mean. I know you've been dreaming about paradise again, right? Let's go climb the stairs while everyone is asleep. They'll just try to follow us if we leave. Okay. We'll just check to see if it was really there. We can come back for everyone later, okay? Are you sure that is the wisest of decisions? We can't save at the menu, so there must be other things which we can use to save. Maddie's clothing. It's just that easy. Okay. Mr. Dora. Maddie's best friend. Okay, chest. Acquired strawberry candy. What does this candy do? It looks like a red candy. Okay. Sparkles? I have no idea. Nothing happened because I don't even know my own pin. Let's see. The good doctor will not return this time. Okay. Somebody placed a heavy lock on the wardrobe. Again, I do not know because we have not discovered anything so far. Hello. Hi, Maddie. Why are you up this late? The teddy bear asked Maddie cheerfully. Are you going to the attic? Jack said if you would go up there, all your wishes can come true. Well, Jack said that, but Jack doesn't have anything to prove that it would make my wishes come true. He went there last week and he never came back. He must have gone to paradise. Paradise is another word for hell. I mean the opposite meaning. Here, take this. The bear gave you a brightly glowing lantern, which shone with a calming warm hue. It's dark up there, so be careful. The sleepy bunnies are sleepwalking again. Don't bump into them or they'll snuggle you to death. As in they'll kill you. Just make sure to press the shift button to turn the lantern on and off. Good luck, Maddie. Say hi to Jack for me. Thank you very much on that accord. I thought I saw something moving there, but it's just the sheen of the window. Let's see, acquired photo. This must be a clue for something. 2020. I can't read that. It's too small. Yeah, the rising top left is too small for me. You'll probably be able to see it better because you've got the bigger screen. But for me, I do not. I'm currently looking at small screen. Acquired drawing, something like Snuggles. Bear-like Snuggles. Purple bear? These could be some kind of new game plus sort of things where you come back here when you've acquired said codes. But alas, at the moment, that is not going to be the case. Exactly, nothing happened. And I doubt it's going to be this one either. Okay, so they cross over, which is not what should happen. But alas, that is perfectly fine. Oh, hello. Ah, that's what it is. Shift, huh? Well, we cannot run if we have our shift button configured so that it is that. Looking in the mirror fills Maddie with determination. Ah, it is a save point. Lovely. Lovely dovely. These rabbits are on patrol, also known as sleepwalking. Okay, so what we have here is the imagery of a photo. So what can we do? That's not snuggling to death, you know. We bit. Maddie lost track of time. No, we just... We... Oh. So that's how it goes down. Acquired strawberry candy. Another strawberry candy. Let's not get too close to these things like last time. Like another Maddie did. And we shall not speak about that particular one. Now, why do you two have to block the way, and why cannot we move said specimens out of the way? It's almost like they're there on purpose to be a obstacle. More strawberry candy for us? Let's see, acquired photo again. I can't really make out the information put on the page though. It's a little on the small side. And the writing itself is a bit on the narrow side. It's almost like we were not meant to be able to read it unless we have some kind of tool to help us out. Like Paint. Microsoft Paint to be exact. Also, this is a photo without the chests involved. Done what we can down here, let's go up. And... oh. We cannot move. Oh, hello. Let's get away from me, undead bun. Oh. Well, I'm glad of that. Would you go away, please, undead bun? Thank you. Whoa, what was that? That one looks very dangerous. We best stay away from those, Maddie. Thanks. Next time another one comes, you should run. But that's what we just did. We just ran. Press 1 to run. Oh, costs 25 stamina. Runs faster, but after 5 seconds you will be slowed down for 2 seconds. So we should only do that if we really need to use it. Look in the mirror fills Maddie with determination. I'd rather not use it, I'm not gonna lie. And that's probably what the candies are for, to restore our stamina bar. Scary! They're so mean. They are so mean. Okay, discovered that. The cat says, ain't in there. While also, I was about to say while also being hung, but that's a little bit too dark. But then again, this is a horror game. But still is dark. Okay, let's just stay away from that particular rabbit. That rabbit has nothing good for us to be able to have. So we should just stay away from it, and hopefully it will not try and bite our carrot. Acquired skin. This tree is inconveniently in the way. It's almost like it's meant to be a puzzle of sorts that we're meant to go around. And we can't push it. We're not strong enough. We cannot do such a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to use it. Eat the meal? Why not? And that restored our stamina of sorts. Acquired blueberry candy. It either restores our red bar or our blue bar. Looks like a red candy. Yeah, they're not specific, but I think you can use them all to restore. Teddy and Red sees more, Maddie. Drawing too. Yeah, it's a big scary bear. And there's a few drawings there. No. I can get away from you without needing to use a boost. I think we only really need to use it if we can't do anything else otherwise. So you... oh. Yeah, that's inconvenient. Hello. Something is going on inside there, but it's too dark to look in there. Even though we've got ourselves a lantern. Dear Diary, Miss Mr. Barney. I think they killed him. I hate them. Well, no good then. Soon, what does this mean? Soon it will be sunrise. That is why that is the case. But if we have a lantern and it's too dark to traverse through places, then what does that do for us? Oh, I see. That's no good. If we do that, then eventually we're gonna die, which is no good whatsoever. And obviously if that happens, I just wanted to see what would happen. And of course, if you jump too many times, then it... yeah, one end. It's also a game over. But you can eventually deplete yourself of your health. Your energy first, and then your HP afterwards. So that's why, every so often, your blue stamina goes... well, your blue bar goes down. Oh dear, but we should... oh, goodness sakes, because we've looked at this, and we cannot go back down if that is the case. It's almost like the game has constricted us away from being able to go back down where we came from. Which is not the most ideal of things, but we'll just have to live with it. Although we could try and use it now. Thought so. Okay, acquired skin again. But this is party dress again. Okay, we'll wear this party dress, but I am not sure on what I am meant to do with all this. Because we're just going to get the same one again, aren't we? Pick up the dress from earlier, then the box over here disappears. So I'm not too sure on why you would want to do that unless there's some kind of trigger with getting the dress beforehand that could aid you later on. I don't even know what I was saying there because I was distracted by the bear that just attacked us. I like how if you put on a different dress, when you have a different portrait over to the left, that's a really nice effect. You know, it's not just a cosmetic change, but it also provides something else as well. Oh, you're always going to be there, aren't you? That's going to be an inconvenience. Yeah, this crack on the floor is not what you call convenient. This is definitely this floor. And there's always items that are missing because it's taking a further point in time. But I was looking at these blue arrow, well not arrow things, but blue paths, and they could be literally where the photos are not. I don't want to think of this as well, but it could also be like the patrol routes of these bears themselves. Also, why is there a large crack on the floor? It's almost like somebody came along here recently and did that. And this is a photo to the next floor. Oh, they are moving in boxes. Left side, tick. Top side, tick. Bottom side, question mark. So, those ones could be dangerous for us. Hopefully there's no more bears, but knowing me, there will be more bears. Hi. The Teddy in the beautiful blue dress had a faraway look in her eyes. She didn't notice Maddie at first until Maddie raised a hand to catch her attention. Oh, hello, Maddie. Are you going to the banquet too? I crushed my pumpkin and now my dress is ruined. I think I missed the floor. This place doesn't look fancy enough for a party. The Teddy sighed dramatically. I gave up. Give up. I can't walk all the way up there with these heels. Hey, tell me later how the food tastes, okay? I'll do my very best. Acquired blueberry candy. That, oh my god, that's a Johnny Cage face on there. Oh, dearie me. The things that we do to expose ourselves to memes. There's a newspaper earlier about a pizzeria closing. Do not want to say, but I am getting FNAF vibes. But that can be a good thing in itself, right? This is, once again, inconvenient. Yeah, we're literally boxed in. But alas, it will not attack us. Hopefully. Now it will attack us. This game is rather difficult, isn't it? I don't like it with proximity censored as well. It's almost like you go too close to them and they just know that you're there rather than them actually having a line of sight. I think this is the way to go up the stairs. Yes, it is. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. Hey, Maddie! You know, maybe you should try screaming next time you see those monsters. Why? Why do you think that's going to be a good thing? I'm serious. They're probably more scared of you than you are of them. So why are we running away from them and they're chasing after us? That's no good. Oh, so that's what's happened. Anyway, let's keep going. Press 2 to scream, costs 25 stuns all enemies and turns off your lantern for 5 seconds. It's waiting for me. There's blood on the wall, and where there is no save point. That is absolutely wonderful when there are no save points around here. Yeah, that's kind of sparse within the game because there's only 2 save points so far, and they're at the beginning of a level rather than a convenient place like in the middle of a level or something, which would be more accessible for the player. Oh, here we go. Look at a mirror makes Maddie dizzy. I'm guessing that we can't save. Unless that's like some kind of reset thing. I think it is a reset thing. Where if you interact with it, it resets this puzzle. But that is fine. We can access this. Acquired skin again. Halloween costume. Okay. 0920. Does this mean we need to go back to the beginning of the game again? Quite possibly. Now we're in our spooky skin. Okay, we've found out this part of the puzzle, but there's still nowhere in which we can save the game. The save opportunities are rather sparse. Hello. At first glance, it looked like nothing but a large mound of hair. But on closer look, there was a small teddy underneath the messy mane, and she was crying buckets of tears. Who are you? How did you get up here? The teddy bear sobbed and shrank away from Maddie. Please don't tell. Oh, please don't tell. I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. What exactly did you do? For a moment, the light of the lantern shone over the bruises on the teddy's arm. It hurts. I don't want to hurt again. And then you go away. Strawberry candy. I saw him do it. He was beating that poor girl. I can't do anything. I'm just a janitor. I hope that rots in hell. I'm glad there's blood over the swear word, because that's no good for me or anyone. Thank you very much. The sight of a truck brings painful memories. What exactly did that truck do to you then? In the past. That's all I can do within this portion of the game for now, but I would like an actual save point in order to save my progress, because it's been about 10 minutes since I've last been able to save, and a lot of progress has been made, and if I can't save the game, then I'm going to try the thing, and then I'm not going to be a very happy individual. It smells horrible. It's best not to inspect it right now. Oh, great. Isabel just... So picking up the thing was wrong, and we're back to where we were over the table. Yeah, this is a little unfair, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, we finally found a mirror within this wretched place, but we still need to do the majority of the things that we previously did on this floor again. And that is up to the next floor. Okay, that's the back of a truck, I imagine. I'm not going to be doing a barrel roll. What's up here? Okay, so this is an access to the kitchen. Excuse me? Don't try and chase after me, bits of meat. Oh, that's good, but we still need to... That was horrifying. What were those things? I do not know, but we still need to do stuff on the previous floor. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. It's like, we can't grab stuff, but... just kill me already. We could potentially miss some of these bears, so I think it's important if we see at least each floor bear, I think, anyways. It's like each floor has a bear that we can see. And I think it would be ideal if we could actually see all of them so that we could possibly get a good outcome. Possibly? I don't know. Who do you think I am? The developer of this game or anything like that? I'm just making theories at this point in time. Too late. No, for goodness sakes, there's a lot of progress as well. Managed to get the entire map routed out, but then that thing had to spawn and stop us, and I couldn't run away because we ran out of blue bar. That's like a sword there, not gonna lie. That's real dangerous to be near, Little Maddie. This is one very long corridor along here. It felt like it was going to go on for an endless amount of time, and you're going to be in the way, aren't you? Yes, you are. That's very inconvenient. We can pick that up, and hopefully we won't get ambushed by one of those bombs again. Again with that? No. We're going to run out at some point. What a perfect ambush right there. Not convenient. Every single time. I really do not know what to do, because we pick up blue candies, and that is what we need to use in order to replenish our blue bar. But in order to get to places which has candy in it, we need to use up that amount of candy in order to actually get to that place. So it's like you're getting nothing for more time spent. Yeah, their ability to see you is based upon their proximity near you, not what's in front of them. Because if that was the case, then I would understand. Like, if they can see me, then that is every reason for them to be able to try and charge towards me. But it's not that. It's just based upon how close they are to you. That is the only thing that separates you from being able to be safe from everything. And that is kind of an unfair mechanic to a player. Like, unless they have some kind of sense so that they can actually know that you're there at all times. DB, cafeteria, stuff like that. I don't know, but I need to replenish myself twofold. But don't worry, this will be worth it in the end if we can find paradise. But that's if we can find paradise. And this is a bit of a silly question here, but when you rest, how does that cost you stamina? Surely the purpose of resting is to get stamina. Accessing memories files 3 of 4. Stress over critical access denied. Authority of Borgman. Okay, run down. So hiding there, something like along those lines. Can't read that second word there, so that's why I was a bit disoriented. Now we've got to try and traverse through these kitchens, and of course we run into a dead end. So yeah, that's no good. That is really no good, and I'm tired of all these deaths that are happening by unfair mechanics. It's like, there are mechanics in games which are fair, which we're all the way back down here because there's no save points. There are mechanics in games that act like that, which are fair because they have something to them that allows you to be able to traverse them. But in this game, the ability to traverse them is limited by how much item you have. It's not as frustrating as something like Candle, but it's definitely frustrating to a point where I could see why players would be put off by it. Thank you for that. Like, we needed that when we just run out of breath from running away from that bear. Oh, should not go along there. That is hazardous for us and our survival. What was that sound? Ah, this is lovely. Fills us with determination. Excellent. We can save, alas. And we can eat this lovely, delicious meal that will fully replenish us. We'll save again because our HP has been replenished. That's why. And there's something else over here as well. Well, at least there's just those bunnies. Eat the thing? No. Eat the thing? Absolutely not. These look like they will hurt us. Or at the very most kill us. Another one of those stress level files. Okay. Uh-oh. Those things are horrific. It's a bit of meat with mouth with a mouth on it. Oh dear. Should not have gone that way. That way provides nothing. But yeah, going over the pile doesn't really give us any... Actually, it removes our HP by 1. I think that's what it is. The thing again. We do not want the thing. Maybe the thing is important for endings and stuff like that. But we can move that for some odd reason. We can't go into the kitchen. We can only traverse along the outskirts of the kitchen. But boxes there to... Oh, I think I get where we're going at. We need to stop that thing from being able to go to us. So... There we go. Push that along there. Then that blob of meat won't be able to consume us. Again. Yeah. Oh, it can't access here. But it's along that fork which we can't. We can't go by it. I'm not a fan that they can run faster than you can walk, sort of thing. Oh no, cold key. And I am out of... Oh, goodness sakes. I am so annoyed. Just... 1 of 4, that's good. We are on... Oh, we were on cooldown from that. Okay, so we've got blobs of meat and bears to look out for. Okay, we'll only use 1 for a moment. But I swear to God, if there's another blob of meat waiting for us, then I'm not going to be happy. 4 of 4. Okay. Be Barney. Be Barney, who could they be? Although that does provide us some comfort traversing along there. Where did that come along from? How dare you be there? 2 of 4. Okay, so these accessing things. 5. 1 of 4 of a large computer image. So they're all together of some kind. Like it's like 4 parts of the same image. And with that, I think you can work something out from all that. But I don't know what that could be. Yeah, we've got different notes, and these notes are like from bears. So there should be a bear on this floor as well, which we should discover before going up. We're in a bind here. Caught between a fleshy thing and a fluffy place. Oh, for goodness sakes. I hate these things so much. They go too quickly. It's almost like they are there specifically to... You can't trap them, because they'll just find another way around. And you can't scream to get away. It's almost like you have to do a combination of screaming and running. But then you just keep using up all of your blueberry candies. This is where we started. That is where the ladder was, which is inconvenient. Which way is that coming from? It must be from the other side of there, possibly. Okay, I hope that this is a way forward. But of course, I can't move that in order to help me. And is that monster nearby? I'm just letting you know that the kid took the scissors again. You'll need to keep an eye on those something. That something is locked. There was an old key along these parts. Somehow they can traverse stairs. Isn't that just lovely? And they can do that as well. You know what, folks? I think I'm going to end this session here, and I do recommend this game to people who like a survival challenge in that kind of regards. Although for me, this is not my personal taste when it comes to survival challenges, because there's so many things that are after you all at the same time. You have those things that blow up, then you have the massy meat flesh that keeps going after you, then you have those teddy bears, and then you have the the sleepwalker bears, sleepwalker rabbits, which I don't mind actually, because they don't rely on your whereabouts. It's just that if you come in contact with them, then you are done for. But if you can make it to Paradise, folks, there's a link down in the description below where you'll be able to download this game for yourselves and see if you can solve the mysteries of Little Maddie Dear. But for me, this is not my cup of tea, just personally because I find this game a bit too difficult. And that's coming from somebody who completed a very difficult challenge last year, being Purgatory 2 Demonic Mode. Like, I find that kind of challenge to be something which is predictable, whereas in this game it's not predictable because they spawn out of nowhere, they can run faster than you can walk, there's only so many times you can use blueberry candy and then you'll run out of them. But alas, when the survival mechanics of this game does not favour the player because you need to use up those items in order to get the same items, then it's a little bit of a wasted effort in some regard. But I love the visual aspects of this game, and the different enemy types are very fascinating in their own ways, and also they got a nice design to them. Even the fleshy meat fiends have got a nice design to them in some regard. You know, it's just a big mouth. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves.